Fight fans, fight fans, fight fans. As I promised, I would not talk about Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder in the same sentence if there has nothing been developed or changed. Well, there has been changed. The fight is not going to happen next. Okay. Those who don't know, Anthony Joshua is fighting Alexander Povetkin, and that's his mandatory, I believe, for the WBA. So he's fighting him instead of Joshua. Now, the uproar is that's pissing everyone off is the remarks that Eddie Hearn said regarding this fight. He said the fans should be happy about this fight because honestly, I feel that it would be more of an entertaining and competitive fight coming from Povetkin. Okay, I totally disagree with that. I'm going to tell you one thing that gives that away, that makes that totally not make sense, is that Joshua wanted more time, past 8 weeks, I think, 10 weeks, to prepare for Deontay Wilder if he was going to fight Wilder. You know he's not taking that time for Povetkin. So that should automatically tell you that Eddie Hearn is just only trying to promote the fight and make this fight what it is. Understand, guys, this dude is a promoter. Okay, so he's trying to promote the next big fight. And of course that he would say that fight would be would be a better fight to get people in those seats because that's what he does, promote. You know, so I see the angle before everyone gets just that pissed off. We already know that's BS from him saying, oh, well, I think it'll be more of a competitive fight. No, I don't think so. You know, but I mean, of course, this is the heavyweight division. Anything can happen in heavyweight division. You know what I mean? And Povetkin, you know, I've already done a video about this. He could upset Joshua. Who knows? You know, another gold Olympic champion. You know what I mean? So, I mean, but he doesn't need 10 weeks to fight him. The only person other than that needed that long of time was Danny Jacobs. And to Danny Jacobs' credit, you know, he was fighting Gennady Golovkin, the undefeated fighter. And, you know, but he got that time. He got that time he needed. So there was no excuses when that fight happened, which is great. You know, so that was an uproar about the time that Joshua claimed that he needed if he was going to fight Deontay Wilder. And I believe it was 10 weeks. It was definitely more than 8 because 8 is the standard. 6 is, you know, is normal too. You know, if you get a 6 weeks training camp, I mean, that's pretty much what you need. You know, if you don't waste time losing a bunch of weight and stuff like that, getting your fighter in shape, you can actually focus on strategy and stamina for your fighter for the particular fight at hand in front of you. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't really worry about that type of stuff because if it's an excuse, see, here's how you weed out of an excuse. This is how you get rid of an excuse. Okay. Not, hey, yeah, because see what happens when Wilder heard that Joshua stated, I need more than 8 weeks. He should have just said, okay, fine. Done. Not, hey, I'll do it in 6 weeks. What the hell? You know what I mean? Because that way you can, you don't give excuses power. You let them ride. You let excuses ride. That's how you can see who wants it and who doesn't want it. In this situation, you will never know who wants what. You can all blame it on Hearn, just like they blame Bob Arum for Pacquiao not fighting Mayweather all them years. Okay? This could be the same situation. If the fight, if they didn't have resistance on both sides. We had resistance on both sides of the equation. Okay? We had Deontay Wilder saying this, Joshua saying that. Both of these guys were contradicting each other. They were both saying that they would do something, and then when it was done, they didn't do it. You know, so, you know, some saying, hey, I won't do that then. Then later on, they say, okay, I will. I changed my mind. You know, and a lot of my subscribers, I read the comments and they would say, well, you know, you got to give Deontay Wilder benefit of the doubt. At least he is eager to try to make this fight made. But I'm like, okay, if you've been fighting a guy, if you've been chasing a guy for 2 years, why would you just now, the eagerness just now come about? You know what I'm saying? You've been wanting to fight this dude for 2 years. Okay, look at Canelo Alvarez and Erislandy Lara. Lara chased Canelo for a while until he got up on stage, interrupted a post-conference meeting after the Angulo fight, and, you know, and just pretty much stepped to him and said, hey, when are we going to fight? And the fight was made. But now let's say if Canelo says, okay, let's fight, and he offers Lara some money, and Lara didn't turn, and Lara just, that ain't enough money, so I don't want to fight. But you've been fighting, you've been chasing this dude 2 years, you know what I'm saying? So you can't say, then everyone can say, well, Canelo offered you money and you didn't take it. You know what I mean? That should have easily happened. What did Lara say? Okay, and guess what? The fight was made. And it was a very close fight, very competitive fight. You know what I'm saying? So the excuses came, and that's all we had. So of course, no, this is not a big surprise that this fight is not happening next. I told you it wouldn't happen next. I told you that it's gonna happen, but it's not gonna happen like people think it is. I've told people that. So you can't get mad. The next time, okay, for all you Wilder fans, this is what you do. Because Wilder doesn't have too many options. Understand this. Wilder should accept all concessions. Accept them. Because what happens when info comes across the pond, he goes to social media with it. Right? Which is not bad, but it's not really good either. You know what I mean? Because he was like 12.5 is a disgrace. That kind of, and when he turned that down, I started scratching my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute. You want this dude? Why you turn this money down for that? If you wanted him that bad. You know what I mean? If you believe you can knock him out, you're going to go in there and knock him out. And guess what? They're going to have a rematch clause, more than likely. So that's what it is. So they're going to have a rematch clause, and then you're going to end up fighting them again. Maybe, maybe not. But if they're the A side, yeah, that's going to be in the contract. I'm sure of it. So, so it's just a bunch of BS, man. You know what I mean? And like now everyone can run back to, there's both sides and yell across the pond about whose fault is it that this fight wasn't made. But at the end of it, if you're the B side and you know that you don't have all the perks, you have to be able to bend a lot more than the person that does. That's simple. And that's done. That's it. Okay, well anyway, you got Joshua versus Perfected. I'll do a fight study on that at another date. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think. Please subscribe, as I know you will. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.